In everyday driving, there are many reasons why deposits build up in a car's injectors. Increasing levels of biocomponents in the fuel, driving short distances, and do you know exactly what you're putting into your fuel tank? Injector deposits are among the most common reasons for car repairs, a fact that not only we at TUNAP are aware of.
When it comes to injectors, we distinguish between solenoid valves and piezo injectors. Both have one thing in common. They are highly stressed, extremely precise components. The moving parts move back and forth within just a few millionths of a second. The guide play, as it's known in the jargon, which is the space between the moving parts, is a millionth of a meter, or a thousandth of a millimeter. You couldn't even slide a human hair between them, which is 30 times thicker. When deposits or contamination get into the spaces, the injector can quickly malfunction. Here at Bayreuth University, we're collaborating with the Fraunhofer Society and the Bayreuth Chamber of Trade to find other, cheaper solutions for drivers that can perhaps help them to avoid expensive part replacements, especially of high-quality components. Options include not only installing new spare parts, but also reconditioned parts, in the same way as we are familiar with the concept of reconditioned engines, alternators, and starter motors. We're also focusing on other possibilities, such as salvaging the injector in the repair shop, using cleaning methods, with or without dismantling. This is all being carried out within the context of a project called Automotive Service Engineering 2020 that was commissioned by the Bavarian Department of Commerce. The injector is one of the 10 most exciting vehicle components today and in the future.
TUNAP is involved in this project as a partner of Bayreuth University because we already have a solution for this problem. My colleague Thorsten Krause will demonstrate just how the solution works.
On this vehicle, nothing has ever been used to protect the injector. This is why it has problems starting and suffers from rough idling. This is where TUNAP Injector Intensive Cleaner comes into play. In this model of an injector, you see very clearly that even small amounts of contamination are sufficient to cause this precision component to malfunction. All the fuel has to flow through this narrow gap between the nozzle needle and the body of the nozzle. In a new injector, the fuel is atomized perfectly, full performance, low fuel consumption. Over time, because of the biocomponents that are blended with the fuel, deposits build up that slow the flow of fuel and prevent it from being optimally atomized. The consequence, reduced performance and higher fuel consumption. The innovative ROA2 technology removes the contamination permanently and ensures that the fuel is atomized properly again, with the result that the vehicle regains its full performance and fuel consumption is returned to normal. With TUNAP Injector Intensive Cleaner, we have cleaned the injectors to the same level they were when the car left the factory floor. To avoid this effort in future, you should use TUNAP 984 Injector Direct Protection regularly.
Perfectly functioning injectors are extremely important for a vehicle's engine performance. And there are enough risks. Did you know that a quarter of all fuel that is sold in Germany does not meet the relevant standard? You now have exactly the right solution to combat injector deposits in vehicles of all ages, the TUNAP Injector Protection Program. Certain driving profiles, increasingly complex engines, and more biocomponents in the fuel, together, these mean that deposits in injectors are virtually unavoidable. Become an injector protector and make cleaning injectors a standard service in your shop. The ROA2 technology developed by TUNAP is unique and very simple to use. When you're finished, you have professionally cleaned injectors, and that makes satisfied customers. After all, from now on, your customers have fewer emissions, fewer repairs, and above all, lower fuel consumption. And if you want to give your customers the product to take home with them, the cans are now childproof.